right? So we have accounts, which is this guy, and then we have contacts on the right. So if you want to share your screen or just explain the difference between, you don't have to share your screen, it's fine. The difference between accounts and contacts. What is the main difference between that?
So the best way to think about it is that contacts are contact information, and accounts are the overall like entity of the company. So the company's name as a whole, or the individual or married couple as a whole. So if it's a married couple, it's going to be joint like that. Whereas on the contact, they're going to be separate. It's going to have their personal emails. It's going to have their phone numbers. It would have their date of birth. So if you click into one of, into Clio, so you can see that it has that person's phone number, has their email address. You're able to put their social security number in there. It has their personal address. You're able, when we go over it, you're able to add extra fields with the other information you might want about that specific person. So when you think about it, just remember that contacts are the contact information, and that accounts hold all of the contacts for the account. The account is the overhead of everything, or the holder of everything. And that's where you're going to put all of your documents, all of the communication is going to be in there. So the account, I always like to think of as like that manila folder that you would put in a filing cabinet when you were done, when everything was done by paper.
Yeah, that's perfect way of explaining that. Thank you so much.
Not a
So,
problem.
and here under clients, this is where you'll see, right? You'll see accounts and contacts. So the contacts is kind of like that Rolodex of contacts of every single individual person. And the account itself, again, like Katie mentioned, it's the entity. It's either a business, an individual person, or it can be a married couple, right? And we do have examples of some of these right in here. All right. And, you know, now that we covered all of these things, like how the heck do we get clients in here? And we already looked at some of the fields and how this looked like, right? So when you create an account, you have to fill out, the entity information and then add a contact with their information. And like Katie mentioned, it's their own individual stuff. So notice that here, I don't have something like date of birth because TaxDem only has these like very, very basic fields like social, if you need it, email, some tags. You can categorize each a contact by tag as well, and an address. But maybe you want more than that. These are called custom fields, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. And same thing with the contact, right? You want to fill in the account name. If it's not a company, you can leave that blank, don't worry. And fill out any tags. Where it says team members, this just means who do you want to have access to this account? If it's everybody, then add everybody's name in your team. If not, just add the specific individuals that you need. So like I mentioned before, this is personal tax, so I don't need a business address because it's not a business, so you can leave that blank. All right, so now that we know generally how to create an account, you're going to click on new and you fill that stuff out, right? So how do we import? Really easy to do if you don't want to do that one by one. Imagine if you have 1,000 clients. Clicking on new account and creating a new account for 1,000 clients will be impossible. So right now we want to focus on getting them all in at once. How do we do that? When you click on import right in here, you will see this section. If you have no idea how to format, this will give you a little bit of a clue by downloading the CSV sample. So if you download the CSV sample here, you're going to click on that. And what will happen is that you will get a different view.